Where were you in 1992 at the time of the first United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development?
I was in Brussels, actually working for the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I was doing my military service, and I was working on the information campaign for the Maastricht Treaty. And actually we had one takeaway, which maybe can be used here in our climate change debate, is you need to be very fact-based. You need to have projects clearly well established and to show stories to people. So it was the same for French farmers, and I think they were convinced when we met them. I think it will be the same for the climate change. We need to meet people, to explain, to give stories which are practical.
20 years on, how has industry responded to the challenge of sustainable development?
I think the industry, or at least 3M, has done a lot. At 3M, it's not new. It's part of our DNA, sustainability, environmental responsibility. And we started as early as 1975. So you see, we were certainly one of the early birds. And we have done different initiatives, like the polluter per principle, which we have applied internally, where we take care from cradle to grave about our processes and how they impact the environment. Others have been linked to products also, product life cycle management. We have developed a food process at the end of the 90s, but very important, and we discuss it very often, is obviously sustainability goals. And we have goals at 3M since 1990 for CO2, for water, for waste. So I think we have done a lot of work, and we continue to do so.
What do you believe are the best tools at our disposal to foster a sustainable future?
Best tools definitely are from the point of view of policy making and from policymakers. We have legislation, and we think at 3M that we are supporting strongly better regulation. And I will say even we are supporting ambitious regulation when technologies exist. We have to stimulate innovation, and legislation can very well stimulate innovation. Give you just one example. There is currently the recast of the F-gas regulation. Here we have a great opportunity because simply technologies exist to, I will say, achieve the objective of the regulation, which is to phase down HFCs. We are lucky, I will say, of course, at 3M because we have invested in these technologies some time ago, and in sectors like fire protection, you could actually enact by tomorrow a phase down on HFCs.
Looking to June, do you think Rio+20 will suffer from the economic crisis, or will it be an opportunity to create positive momentum for a sustainable path?
Well, we obviously hope that it will be the latter, so it means an opportunity for continuing to work on sustainability. We don't think we have to create new frameworks per se, but we have to continue. There are a lot of initiatives, the COPs, these conferences in Rio+20, which we support fully. But it has to be, we have to continue all these different milestones, but within the same framework with practical achievements.
What do you think are the main challenges facing parties at Rio+20?
Well, we have one main challenge, which is the global economic crisis. And obviously policymakers will think about it a lot when they will be in Rio. Now they have a great opportunity to move forward, to keep this momentum. And I think the main challenge will be to have a practical outcome from Rio.
Where do you see the main opportunities for companies like 3M to contribute to a green economy, and where would you like to be more active?
As I said, we are already very active, but we will continue because it's for us, as I said, part of our DNA. It's part of our global strategy to provide, I would say, innovative technologies, innovative solutions in this changing world. Consequently, we hope to have good regulations, to further develop products and solutions for our customers, and they will be sustainable because they will be sustainable technologies. So again, here, legislation plus incentives with a right allocation of budgets. R&D in Europe, for example, green economy, interconnection, these are good ways where to spend the money.
What is your message to the EU delegation as it prepares for the Rio negotiations?
We tell to the Commission and to all the stakeholders, let's continue. As we said, it's one milestone. Rio+20 is a great opportunity for continuing to tell the story, for continuing to say that it's not only one party who will solve the issue. So continue to involve the industry. As a matter of example, green public procurement, great initiative, but involve the industry in setting the standards and the technologies of tomorrow.